Okay, and so we are here, Trade Talk, Matt Shaw. Now, just a quick one. I'm going to look at the pound Aussie, euro dollar, euro Kiwi, pound Kiwi, dollar yen, silver, possibly gold as well. Now, we've got some trades open. We've still got the dollar yen trade, which is not really doing anything, I'll be honest with you. I'm still bearish on dollar yen. We've got a sell running on this pair, and overall, I'm now technically bearish, even though we look quite strong. I mean, dollar yen has indeed on the 30-minute peaked up in the last few hours, but overall, on a daily, I'm very reticent to look to the long side unless we break out above this line here, the previous sort of high here around sort of the red line here. Anything in and around this line, I'm very reticent, around 109.50. Okay, 109.50, that's what we're looking at around there. I mean, since coming off in the summer, we bottomed out in August, and we've come up to this neckline again, and we're testing the upper limit of that 109, 110 level, but 109.50 is big resistance, and if we can't break this in the next few days, I'd say really the entirety of the week ahead, if we can't break 109.50 to the upside, we're going to eventually tail back off down below 106, and I think that's when our trade will come in nice. And I'm going to add further shorts to dollar yen as well. I mean, we're flat on the trade at the moment, and it has been deemed as quite strong recently as well. One or two analysts have deemed dollar yen as a buy. I firmly don't. I do think there's gonna be it's a funny one. I do think there's dollar strength ahead. I just think dollar yen is going to struggle. But any sign of it heading up here, I will go long the pair. Okay, I really will. So let's just bide our time on this. Okay, we can always make up for it on the upside. If I don't see any stretch, or I think it's going to break, and it doesn't actually fail to go to the downside, I will just close out this trade, and we will look to just carry on and reassess. All right, so let's look at the other one we've got open, pound Aussie. Pound Aussie, I'm liking this as a sell. I've got to be honest. I'm going to go into the other chart for this. Pound Aussie for me, we're at a double top here. Okay, quite clearly at a double top. Going back to the October highs there. All right, clear double top around 190.50. All right, we've just seen the marker arrow here form today, and we've got a red on a red previous. These are my private arrows, exclusive technical arrows. We do look like we will be testing this to the downside. We've had a nice rally from early November from 186 all the way up to make 400 pips. One of my old personal clients, some of my old personal clients have done well on that. I've traded that as well, and we're heading back lower now, it seems. But I'm going to wait for more confirmation before I add to this trade, and yes, I may add to it. It's a big old double top, isn't it? It's going back to, if you notice here, the highs kept getting higher, these high points. Big double top here, we eventually sold off, and now we're back to another big double top. So this tells me here, could this be another repeat? Could this here be a repeat of this, where we just tailed off? We could tail back off down towards 183, 184. We could, and that's what I'm expecting. We saw two big DeMarca arrows form. We saw one form here. We saw a blue form at the bottom of that wedge. And for me, another one has just formed now, and it looks a little bit on the bearish side. It's good for us. We've got a pound Aussie trade open to the short side. I've sort of preempted this myself. You know, I could see this sort of coming. We're already up nicely on it, and we've already shorted this. And for me, I think there's more to come. I do to the downside. I will be adding on shorts below 188 because we could head back towards 186 on this. All right, I'm going to go to Aussie CAD now. Aussie CAD, where are you? Aussie CAD, there you are. So Aussie CAD, for me, I'm going to do, look at what we've done this year on Aussie CAD. It's been a right all state, hasn't it? From 95 down to 88, pretty much just above 88.50, from 96 really. So it's a nice 800 pip sell off from there, made lower highs all the way, and now we're sort of back at that region there. So we want to break out above that 91 level. That's really where this resistance lies, just there. That resistance line, we want to see that broken to the upside, and if we can't break that to the upside, guys, very similar to what was the pair we were looking at before. If we can't break that to the upside, was that dollar yen we were looking at? Yeah, if we can't break that to the upside, we're going to tail off. So it's going to be very interesting. We'll keep an eye out on that. Again, we're up on this trade, Aussie CAD. We're up at the moment. It's looking okay. So I'm happy right now. Gold is another one. I'm incredibly, if we can't break out this week, I'm incredibly bearish on gold. I'm just going to quickly look at Bitcoin actually. This has taken another tumble. I don't have a comment on this, but lower highs, very, very, very weak. Very, very, very weak. We're on massive support here from 9th of May all the way across. And if we break this or close below 7,000 here, it's very bearish, and we will test 5,000 on Bitcoin. So let's keep an eye out there. It's gonna be very interesting. But if we close below 7,000 in the next 24 hours and get back into the sixes, it's going to be very, very, very bearish indeed. Very bearish indeed. Huge neckline there, isn't it? 66950. Huge neckline. And we're right on that neckline, and it does look like it is going to break. It has to be honest. It just looks like this rally here that we saw about six weeks ago. This rally here is just a bear market rally, effectively. You look at these levels here, you see, right, we're in a bull market. Overall, I do think I'm very confident about Bitcoin in the future, but for now, I do think we're just essentially from where we were and where we topped out, we are in a bear market. We're in over 50% lower than where we were. Well, actually over 65% lower than where we were back in December 2017, about 50% lower than where we were in June 2019. So these lower highs set a precedent, and it's just this little bit here. If we can get below 6,950 and close below 6,950, it does look not good for Bitcoin. Right, XAU. I say it doesn't look good. I'm talking about the near term, okay, guys, not long term, near term on that. Right, XAU USD. Again, lower highs, isn't it? So all we've seen since August is lower highs. Nice high there, 1555. Again, lower highs, and it just doesn't look strong. If we sell off below this line here, I'm telling you, all the gold bugs out there, they'll be retreating again. And I've been a gold bug for years. I have. If we close below 1446, that's going to be a big sell-off. 1446 is where we saw prime move up with that leap, where we hit a ceiling for many weeks, and then we just rallied to all-time highs. Sorry, all-time highs over the last 3-4 years. Above 1446 up to pretty much 1556, so well over 1,000 pip rally there on gold. But if we break 1447 to the downside, we will head back into the 13s, I believe. there's a lot of people out there think that 1360, 1380, which was a major sticking point for the pair for 2-3 years, that will not be seen again, those levels. I do think we will see those levels again if we break 1446 this week. There we go. And that is right there. Huge, huge, huge support, and was huge resistance for many, many months. Right there. If I zoom out with you, if I zoom out here on a weekly, let's just go back on a daily. Yes, guys, you can see that. Just zoom in there. See that 1460 level right there. Let's go on a weekly. Okay, it's not wanting to go back much further there, but here, huge back down, and if we break, we're heading back towards these levels. Previous highs there around 1360, and we should see some support there for another rally back up later on into spring 2020. That's what I foresee for that. But in the meantime, I'm a seller of gold below 1446. I'm holding this short. I'm enjoying holding this short open. I do think there's more downside momentum to come. And I think dollar's going to get stronger, guys. I think dollar is going to get stronger overall, not necessarily against the yen so much. Like I said, I'm still bearish dollar yen, but it's nice to have still. If I'm thinking there's going to be a strong dollar and I'm short, you know, gold as a result for a strong dollar, and maybe short another pair against the dollar, it's always good to be selling the dollar somewhere else, just as a small hedge. But I do think it will be the weakest against the yen than many other counter pairs. So let's go back on here a moment. Tickety boo. Euro yen. Let's look at pound dollar. Again, a red has just shown up. Looking weak, massive support here below 128. Again, I do think this, if this is broken and tested, we're going to see much lower levels back into the low 120s. We will short that at the next available opportunity, if indeed it, is the right thing to do. Again, right at euro yen now, guys. And euro yen right there, double top 121 sort of 50, 121.50, big sticking point. And yeah, again, it's neither here nor there, to be honest with you. It's not a massive move. It might get caught up in this range now for a little bit. I'm not too excited about euro yen, if I'm honest. There's other more exciting pairs out there other than euro yen, pound yen being one of them. Look at this sell-off, guys. It's an emphatic, this sell-off. Mental, from 147 down to 2,000 pips. Mega rally back up and a consolidation. And wherever we break out of this consolidation, below the DeMarca support here, 137.75, or above it at 140, pretty much 142, I'm a buyer. So I'm a buyer above 142. There. I'm a seller below 137.75. I say 137.50. We could range here. Look how small this range has been. It's been such a tight range. So let's see where this will go. It'll either go up or below there. One or the other, and at each breakout, that could bring us 400-500 pips. Let's wait and see. We'll trade it as and when. Have a great trading week ahead, guys, and I'll be in touch Tuesday, Wednesday with another trade talk. All the very best indeed.